everybody. Welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Oliver.
I'm Matthew.
And today on our history show, we are featuring April 19th to April 25th, as well as Medal of Honor stories.
Yes.
Yep. They're the best, man.
Every week.
Yep. They deserve all the shout out and credit that we can give.
And each week, always learning something new.
Yep. 100%.
Regardless if it's dumb, cool, dumb,
dark. Mine are dark this week. This is a dark week in American history.
Right. With the serial killers and
Yep.
But sometimes history's like that.
That's true.
It's
true.
It's unpredictable.
Yep. 100%.
So we're gonna go April 19th, 1897, the first Boston Marathon.
Ah, very cool.
Won by John J. McDermott. 2 hours and 55 minutes. The world's oldest annual marathon, inspired by success of its first marathon at the 1896 Summer Olympics.
Sweet. You know who runs marathons?
Oh, no.
Psychopaths.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
They're nuts, dude.
I'm sure.
They're nuts. I tried to run a couple. It didn't work.
Have you actually tried to run one?
Yeah, 3 of them.
A Boston Marathon?
No, not in Boston.
Something
Boston,
similar.
But a marathon, yeah. A marathon is 16.2 miles.
Dude.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Wow, I'm an idiot. It's 26.2 miles. I think I just said 16.
Did you?
26. No, I failed miserably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Right around the 20-mile mark on all of them.
Oh my God. I don't think I could. You have to literally train.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it still doesn't work. It's psychopaths that do that shit.
I couldn't do it.
It's psychopaths.
Wow.
The end. I can't. It's
That's a lot. Just running for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Jogging, whatever you're doing.
That's fat. The people that finish in I think the world record for a marathon is like an hour and 53 minutes or 2 hours. It's something sub 2 hours.
Oh,
it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Oh my God.
And that's like at an average pace of 11 miles an hour.
Yeah, they're just
that's fast. That's the whole time.
Grabbing the water
for 2 straight hours.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. It's nuts.
God bless whoever.
Psychopaths, yeah.
You know what? It doesn't matter if you run one of these.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you come in first or if you come in last.
Yeah.
If you finish,
right,
you're a winner.
I couldn't finish. I got carted off in a golf cart.
Did you?
Every time, yeah. Except the third time, and I just quit.
You were like, I'm not getting carted off again. Screw that. Hey, at least you tried.
Yeah. I did one of those full body failures on my first one at 19 miles. It's done. Body just was like, you can go fuck yourself.
Shut down.
Wow. Second time, same thing. A couple miles later.
That's crazy.
Third time I beat my second distance, and I was just like, I'm fucking done.
There's no way I can finish.
I trained for almost a year. So I was doing yoga to work on my breathing. And
Wow.
It's like I don't want this enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just like I'm done.
Well, at least you tried.
Yeah.
Did you get a ribbon or something?
I didn't get shit, dude. I didn't make it, dude.
God damn.
I couldn't even party afterwards.
I was gonna say, you probably just laid down and was like,
dude. IV fluids and shit. I was like, this is bullshit. It's crazy.
Oh man.
I did eat a hot dog after the second one though.
It tasted good though, right?
Hungry as shit.
You were like, this shit tastes so good.
I was so hungry. All right. I'm going to take us to a dark one. April 19th, 1993, Waco, Texas, the compound of the Branch Davidian religious cult burned to the ground with 82 people inside, including 17 children. The fire erupted after federal agents battered buildings in the compound with armored vehicles following a 51-day standoff.
Yeah.
That was an awful event. Bunch of federal agents and stuff died in that when they tried to assault it. It was a huge stain on the FBI and the ATF's track record because they couldn't.
I remember that on
crazy.
TV.
Yeah.
And back then, I think nowadays a lot of crazy stuff happens.
Yeah.
Back then, stuff like that wasn't really happening. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but, yeah, it was crazy
nuts.
event.
Yeah. But it's just unfortunate that, so many people had to die when that one guy, whatever the hell his name was.
He just made him believe.
He was the whack job dude, But I mean, it happens in cults all across the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, look at, was it Jamestown over in, was it South Africa or whatever? Jim Jones? John Jones? Jim Jones. Mm-hmm. Jim Jones. With the Kool-Aid?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like 900, like 917 people or something like that.
See, I was thinking it was with that, but it wasn't with that.
No, different.
It was with the one you were talking about. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I say, he drank the purple Kool-Aid. Mm-hmm. Ooh, whack job.
Just to believe someone, you know what I mean? Like, to like that extent.
Yep.
I was just like, ugh. So, we're going to go April 24th, 1793. The first circus.
Dude, I love the circus, man.
Yeah?
I don't really like clowns all that much. I don't think that anybody should be that happy, but...
Yep,
whatever.
so the first circus, George Washington attended John B. Ricketts Circus in Philadelphia. It was the first circus of its kind in America, horseback riding. So it's like the beginning stages of, animals.
Yeah.
Ricketts promised to respectfully acquaint the public with elegant accomplishments of riding.
Okay. So it was like, it's basically, that essentially turned into like equestrian, like the jumps and so it's just cool stuff on horseback.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Considered the first circus.
Right. Well, they probably made a big production of it.
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool.
And it evolved to what it is now. And to be honest with you, do they still have a circus?
Yeah.
Weird question, right?
Yeah. Well, I know that a lot of them got shut down because of
the animal
improper treatment of animals and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Yeah.
To be honest, I remember going on field trips to the circus here in town, but I don't know.
I went to a couple many years ago, and I mean, it's always cool to see the tigers and the elephants and all that crazy stuff.
I think circuses kind of evolved into like stunt shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. With the people with the remember that thing?
Yeah. With the motorcycles and the big steel ball and
You're
shit.
just like, what?
Yeah, and you're like, how does that work, dude?
Clowns on stilts and
Ugh.
So
it
went from starting out horseback riding to
and George Washington was there.
George Washington.
A very talked about figure on this show.
He liked circuses. So I went and
it's cool. It's cool to me. All right, April 20th, 1999, arguably one of the darkest days in American history. The deadliest school shooting in U.S. history occurred in Littleton, Colorado, as two students armed with guns and explosives stormed into Columbine High School at lunchtime and killed 12 classmates and a teacher and wounded more than 20 other people before killing themselves.
Yeah.
Man, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that like it was... very recent, not 22 years ago.
And that's kind of like when it all started, because like these school shootings are so more common. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's crazy.
Yeah, and like I was in 7th grade then in '99. And I was getting ready to hit 8th grade, and then it's off to high school, and then that happened, and it was like
in your mind
the whole culture of things changed. I mean, I got it, but like my parents got it more. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh my God, my kid is in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was the thought of having my friends get killed was
just gunned down,
super scary.
Ooh,
super scary. But yeah, that's when it all changed with schools. They had the metal detectors and all the crap.
More security for sure.
Oh yeah, way more security.
Instead of security, I mean, they had security guards when I went to high school, and I was graduated when this happened, so I didn't have to worry about going to school. But instead of security guards, it was the police.
Right. Yeah.
Literally at the school. So it's.
Yep. Yeah, I remember I was at Monroe for middle school when that happened, and I remember there being a police officer there every day, like assigned to the school all the time. It's crazy.
April 26th, 1941.
All right.
A tradition begins.
Ooh, I like traditions.
The first organ at a baseball game.
Take me out to the ball game.
Yes, Chicago Cubs, take me out to the ball game.
Yeah. That's sweet, dude. When I hear an organ play that song, whether it's like, you know, over the radio or you know, even if it's not at a ball game, I think of going to Red Wings games with my dad when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just brings up your childhood.
And they still, at every baseball game, no matter where it is, at some point, dun, 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 you know, it's just
it's just one of those iconic things, man, that just, it makes you feel nostalgic.
And I'm so glad that from 1941 until now, it is still going.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, that will never, I don't think that'll ever,
I hope that never changes.
I don't think it can.
And I mean, whether they actually play it on an organ or not,
right.
I hope that they just play just track
even if it sounds like it
being played. You know what I mean? Like, I hope they just record an organ and then just play it.
Right.
Just so that kids can have that
that
feeling. But man, sitting at Red Wing Stadium, having a cold hot dog and a flat beer, you know what I mean? And that comes on, I feel like I'm 6 years old again.
Yep.
100%.
Oh, great
That's
tradition.
Awesome. What a way to end history right there. I love that. Okay, so
it's
Medal of Honor stories.
It is time.
It's time. All right, so I'm going to start us off with Commander Richard Knott Antrim. He was a commander in the United States Navy. He was awarded the Medal of Honor for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty, while interned as a prisoner of war of the enemy Japanese in the city of Makassar Celebes in the Netherlands East Indies in April 1942. So most of the stories that we've gone over before so far have been like during an active battle.
Yep.
This one, however, takes place in a POW camp. Where there were a bunch of American troops held by the Japanese.
I like it.
So acting instantly on behalf of a naval officer who was subjected to a vicious clubbing by a frenzied Japanese guard, venting his insane wrath upon the helpless prisoner, Antrim boldly intervened, attempting to quiet the guard and finally persuading him to discuss the charges against the officer. So his fellow officer is getting beat, and so he steps in. Which, I mean, he was risking getting a clubbing himself
or death,
but he talked him down, got him to, hey, what are his charges? Why is he being beat like this? Because there were rules. There are rules in war for when you have prisoners. Like, there's rules that you need to follow.
Right. Yeah.
So, with the entire Japanese force assembled and making extraordinary preparations for the threatened beating, and with the tension heightened by 2,700 Allied prisoners rapidly closing in, Commander Antrim courageously appealed to the frantic enemy, risking his own life in a desperate effort to mitigate the punishment. So, what was happening, I read deeper into this, what was happening is that they were coming to, it was going to be like a mass beating. So all the Japanese were getting ready and bringing the force in, and then you had all these prisoners over here, you know what I mean, with nothing. And they were getting ready to just start like beating people that had like committed offenses or whatever, just cuz. Yeah. So and there's this one guy in the middle of it. So it's however many Japanese were there and 2,700 prisoners.
Wow.
So when the other had been beaten, so there was another one that was being beaten unconscious. He had gotten hit by 15 blows of a howitzer and was repeatedly kicked by 3 soldiers to a point beyond which he could have survived. Commander Antrim gallantly stepped forward again and indicated to the perplexed guards that he would take the remainder of the punishment.
Wow.
So there was a certain amount of beating or time or whatever that this guy was about to get.
Yeah.
And he, again, stepped in and was like, I'll take the rest.
Yeah.
Leave him. I'll take the rest.
So
that you don't kill him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, it's this guy's nuts. So this threw the Japanese completely off balance, and in their amazement, and it also elicited a roar of acclaim from the sudden inspired Allied prisoners. By his fearless leadership and valiant concern for the welfare of another, he not only saved the life of a fellow officer and stunned the Japanese, but the Japanese ended up sparing his own life, and also brought about a new respect for American officers and men, and a great improvement in camp living conditions. So,
wow.
Japanese culture has always been about respect.
Oh yeah, huge
in their culture, in many cultures, but especially to the Japanese.
Yeah.
So the Japanese saw what this officer did
twice
for his men, stepping in, breaking it up, talking the situation down in the first one, and then he jumped in and offered to take the rest of this guy's beating for him. And so they respected him that much that it progressed to other American officers in general. They just decided, well, one is like this, the rest must hold the same. And so conditions and beatings and stuff like ceased, and like the conditions of the camp like greatly improved. His heroic conduct throughout reflects the highest credit upon Commander Antrim and the U.S. Naval Service. So, I mean, he turned what could have potentially been a riot
easily
in this camp.
Easily.
Because when the second one was happening, 2,700 Allied prisoners were getting ready, and then all the Japanese, I mean, the Japanese would have slaughtered them. I mean, they got guns, and we don't. You know what I mean? What do they have? Maybe a couple rocks or a stick from a chair or something. If that. It would have been a bloodbath on both sides. You know what I mean? So he literally stopped 2 people from getting killed and got the conditions to be better, and saved, but potentially 2,700 lives.
And I love it for the fact that was one angle I never thought of.
No, me neither. I mean, we should have thought of that, but I never thought of it. That's why I thought this one was so interesting, and I decided to pick this one today because it was so different from everything that we've done.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those, I mean, come on. If you're a prisoner of war of any camp, it sucks.
I would be very quick to riot as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I'm either going to get beaten to death or I'm going to go out fighting.
You know,
all 2,700 of them.
Yeah.
They're all servicemen.
Yep. Yeah.
They're going out with a fight. Yeah. They are not going to go out and just get beat.
Yeah, they're just
the end. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
So that's going to be an all-out riot. Either we're going to win or we're going to die.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Crazy
story.
though. Crazy.
Great story.
Yep.
We're going to go to Vietnam. U.S. Marine Corps. Kenneth L. Worley.
Okay.
For conspicuous gallantry at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty while serving as a machine gunner with Company L 3D Battalion in action against enemy forces. After establishing a night ambush position in the house in Boban, hamlet of Quang Nam Province. Sounds good.
Yep.
Security was set up at the remainder of the patrol members retired until their respective watch. During the early morning hours of the Marines were abruptly awakened by a platoon leader's warning that grenades had landed in the house. So,
So you're dreaming, sleeping,
relaxing, and then you hear
grenade!
Yeah.
Oh man, what a shit way to wake up.
Fully realizing the inevitable result of his actions, Corporal Worley, in his valiant act of heroism, instantly threw himself upon the grenades nearest him and his comrades, absorbing with his body the full and tremendous force of the explosion.
Damn.
Yep. So he just automatically, no thinking, nothing.
Woke up and jumped on a grenade.
That's it.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn, out of a dead sleep too.
Yep.
Shit.
Through his extraordinary initiatives and inspiring valor in the face of almost certain death, he saved 10 to 15 of his comrades from serious injury and possibly loss of life, although 5 of his fellow Marines got minor wounds, and other grenades exploded. Corporal Worley's gallant actions upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps in the U.S. Naval Service. He gallantly gave his life for his country.
Damn. Damn.
That was just, that's just a...
Damn, so you're...
A quick...
Grenade!
Yeah, what? Bam.
Like, you don't even have time to...
Nothing. That was just instinct.
Right. Instinctively... Heroism on a instinctual level. Like, that's...
And to save 10 to 15 of his people, and when you wake up, you're kind of like...
Right.
I don't know...
Like, what?
In that kind of situation over there, maybe you are just quick wit, but...
man. That's
quick.
freaking awesome, man.
Yeah. And on a side note, I just found out my uncle was in Vietnam.
Really?
Jack Horst. He was a mechanic on helicopters.
Shout out to you, Uncle Jack.
Yep, he is.
Dang.
He used to fix them, and he had to ride up in them to make sure they worked. After he fixed them? After he worked on them the mechanically.
Is he still alive?
No, he has passed away. Not in Vietnam.
But okay, that's what I mean. So
no, he came back.
So he did good work.
He didn't
screw up once.
Exactly.
Because he didn't crash any of these helicopters.
Yep. He came back. You hear all the stories. They were great stories. I wish I could.
All right. Wish you could tell us now. Yeah.
But I just found that out. He was in Vietnam and he was a mechanic on helicopters.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah. Some crazy stuff. But I do have a special shout out on the history show.
All right.
Mike Parmeter Jr.
Okay.
He has just joined the Marine Corps.
Yep. Thank you and congratulations.
Yep. He's off to boot camp, and then from there he's gonna do what he does. And he's got a great outlook on what he wants and what he's gonna do.
Good. That's awesome.
Thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
And also, his father, Mike Parmeter Sr., was in the Marine Corps.
No kidding. So 2 generations now.
Yep. He was in the Marine Corps for 7 years. So
awesome.
Thank you for your service.
Also, thank you for your service.
Yes. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good past and present.
Yep. Good kid. Good people. And thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you to all servicemen and women out there that help.
For sure.
Ensure that we have a country where we can sit here on a Saturday afternoon and make a couple of shows.
Yeah.
And get a couple of laughs. So appreciate all the sacrifice that you guys make.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for our history show this week. Don't forget to check us out on both Facebook and YouTube. You can listen to us on the go on all major platforms.
Yep.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Click on the bell notification to be the first one notified when our new episodes drop.
And if you do all of that, just tell a friend.
Yeah. If you're already subscribed to the channel and you're already liking it, just hit the share button. It's right around here somewhere. I don't know if it's here or here. I don't know what side of the phone I'm on. It's this side or this side.
But
either way.
Yep.
He didn't send it.
That's it.
Somebody will like it.
Yeah.
Somebody will like it.
You will like it.
Yeah.
And you will learn.
That's right.
Bottom line.
But anyways, guys, from both of us here, one drink.
See ya.
Catch you on the next one.